So, this is where you scurried off to, my dear. Sharing the company of one of these mongrels. I should have known better than to leave you alone in such a savage place. I step away from your lovely company for 2 seconds to sate my hunger, and you find yourself a pet. Given your truly compassionate nature, my dear, I do not assume you brought him along as, well, a gift for me to enjoy destroying, then.
I am here of my own will, vampire. The lady had nothing to do with it besides confirming what I already suspected when I smelled a corpse walking through my town. You are not welcome here, and the audacity you show by simply walking into a random village and feeding upon its citizens would baffle me if I wasn't so used to the malicious nature of your kind. Do you plan to finish your meal with her as dessert, then?
How very typical of a savage beast like yourself. Assuming the world only revolves around things such as eating, killing, and sinking your fangs into whatever you can find. No. The lady is special to me in ways I wouldn't waste my time trying to explain to an animal. Surely you do not and could not understand the bond that 2 individuals can form in the most dire of situations. Surely your kind pass female pack members around like playthings, so the concept of true and, well, deep love is probably beyond your kind. Do you understand now, my dear, why we must civilize this land before we can even begin to build our new kingdom?
Kingdom? Your brain must have rotted and leaked out your ear, vampire. The wolf clans would fight tooth and claw before we ever let you settle here, let alone bend our knee to your authority. Besides, you are alone. Even as a lord yourself, you can't hope to bring an entire continent under your heel without aid, and the only other beings who have ever come close to defeating the Wolven clans were the blood champions of old. Seeing as how it is only you and the lady standing before me, I would say the odds are not in your favor.
Yes, me and the lady. Why don't you inform our mutual friend here of your lineage, my dear, and help his feral, primitive mind understand the situation he has gotten himself into?
You are descendant from a blood champion. Huh. Yes, that does explain a lot. Especially the Lord's fascination with you. If he could get to even a fraction of your true potential, then even my clan and I would have difficulty standing against you. But I believe your lord has also left out bits of history not useful to his narrative. You see, as vampires cannot spawn living beings, and can only create more of their own kind, a living mate was needed who was also attuned with the night and her blessings. Werewolf mates were often taken, willingly or as prisoners, to extend the blood champion bloodline. Left to their own devices, the vampires would have eventually faded into oblivion without the assistance, or rather the prisoners that they took.
Yes, and some of your kind needed to be shown the path of evolution. It's your plan to bore us to death with this history lesson. You had traitors and weaklings among your kind, and it is honestly of no surprise that our champions nearly conquered you so long ago. And when my lady unlocks her true potential, we shall do so again in even shorter order. If you wish to spare yourself the humiliation of such defeat later on down the line, then come, beast. I can end your ancient existence here and now. My lady and I do have other matters to attend to.
Does she truly wish to follow your little fantasy and delusions of grandeur, Leech? Or have you allowed her simply no other option, dragging her along like you did so many of my kind in centuries past in an emotional and spiritual death grip, orchestrating events to force her to believe your care was the only one she could rely on? So predictable. After decades, your methods haven't changed.
You speak lies. My court, my own advisors, turned against us, turned against me.
Yes, and yet you escaped your land, fled across the oceans, and even reached into this land as far as you have without any assailants from your own court. From what she has told me, the only opposition you have met have been local natives to this land, rebelling against someone trying to instill his rulership over them. I cannot imagine why they would attack you, my lord.
Get to the point, mongrel.
My point is that you were never in any danger, never under any threat. You simply orchestrated it within your own court and behind closed doors to present the perfect calamity to force her loyalty towards you and you alone. With you as her only source of safety, her loyalty would be undying, unwavering, for you were her savior, her lord. She could confide in you, find safety, comfort.
And what is your point by revealing this possibility? The end result is the same. She and I shall rule the night and all that the darkness touches, bringing a new era to vampire kind. I can think of no mortal who would wish to not be a part of that, and who would wish to still be part of a pathetic, feral society that allows such beasts like you to be a part of it.
Have you asked her? Tell us, milady, do you wish to continue down this path of darkness and blood, or seek out your own life, your own destiny? Speak with all your heart and soul, for only it knows what you truly want.